Hi, good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing? I was gonna be late and stuff, but I'm here. I made it. So I got all caught up doing stuff. I have been going crazy, making some orders and stuff. Mother's Day is coming, so it's like it's been really wild and stuff. Who do we have here? Hey, Cheryl. Got the wrong mouse here. I got Cheryl, G, Cindy, Christian. Hey, how you guys all doing? And stuff. Well, hey, Lisa, how are you? Oh man. Okay, so I am really exhausted, but hey, the show has to go on, right? So let me tell you guys what I've been doing. All this week I have been filling orders. So far on the Etsy shop, I got about like 28 orders. And a lot of the orders have been very similar to just really mainly two kitchen towels. One of them is a little bowl that I have with the Puerto Rican flag on it. It says La Cocina de Abuela. And then I also have one that has like the utensils and it says La Cocina de Abuela. So obviously I think grandma is hot this year. So everybody's buying stuff for grandma. So I have sold so many. Now I have also sold a couple that just says, mom's kitchen and stuff like that, which is okay. But I will tell you, I have a lot of people have been ordering. Now I am all caught up. Thank goodness, I'm all caught up because I only have two machines. I have the SC 1900, and then I have the multi needle, the Brother 6 needle machine. So I have been able to fill all of my orders, and what I have been trying to do so that I can keep ahead of the game is the towels that I have that don't require any type of personalization. I try to keep those in stock, at least one or two of them in stock. I don't want to make like 10 of them and then I end up with 8 that I couldn't sell, right? So let me show you guys. I'll be back real quick just so you guys can see what has been, and I got one in there. This I don't know why, but well, I don't know why. It's cute. It's a cute towel. This has been my bestseller this year. Okay, last year I had one that said La Cocina de Abuela, but it had like little utensils on it. And it's similar to this one. It's still stitching. This has been a very good seller as well. Okay, I don't digitize. What I usually do is I buy my designs and then I kind of like blend them and change them up and all that kind of stuff, But when you buy designs and you do that, make sure that you read the fine print that, when you buy the embroidery file, that they don't, that it's okay for you to resell. Use the embroidery file for selling. Some designers don't like doing that. So I always read the fine print when I am, I'll just put this here so that I always read the fine print so that way I can make sure I don't get into any trouble and stuff like that. So anyway, this has really been, this towel has really taken off. Okay. So, for Mother's Day, and I also do make them personalized and everything, but for some reason, grandma's hot this year. Okay. Everybody loves grandma. So, so I guess there's going to be a lot of grandmas out there that are getting this towel. I don't know if you guys saw earlier this week, I did a live because my aunt is going to be turning 85 this year. Her birthday's in July. And, sometimes it's kind of hard, like, to predict when you're, like, embroidering and you're selling and all that kind of stuff. You don't know if you're going to be, like, really busy or not. So I just jumped the gun and I said, you know what? I'm going to make her a birthday shirt. Because one of the things that I notice a lot about the birthday shirts is, a lot of people buy and make them for kids. But, they're not just for kids. They can be for adults, too. And it can be a lot of fun. So if you watch that live, on the live, what I did was I used StreamYard. So that way I was able to share my computer screen. And I was showing you guys how I was creating the embroidery file for my aunt. Well, I embroidered it today, and I wanted to share with you guys what it actually looks like. So this is how it came out. I noticed there's a little glare. Let me take it out of the bag, because that way you guys can see it, better, because you have a little glare here. So I folded it up, and I just put it, I'm going to probably put it in the mail for her tomorrow. So this is exactly how the design came out. So I used the colors that I had created in the embroidery file. And then what I did was I had these like butterfly Asian theme fabric. So what I did was I put heat and bond, light heat and bond behind the fabric. And then these are appliques, and then I just put these in. Now, if you look really closely too, if you notice the gold and the silver, that's metallic thread. So this is the first time that I used metallic thread on a shirt, and I really, really liked it. This is a Bella canvas shirt. I get these off of Jiffy Shirts. And what I did before I embroidered this was I used the no-show stabilizer, and I heat pressed it, on the back. And then what I also did was I used tearaway stabilizer, and I hooped it, and then I put it on my machine, and then I embroidered it, and it came out really, really nice. The only thing that I noticed on this machine, and when you do the embroidery, because you know exactly what things are supposed to look like, any little mistake, you pick it up right away. So if you look at it, it looks perfect, but I'm going to show you guys, there was one little piece of puckering, and it's right here on the letter F. I don't know if you guys can see it. You see the little indentation right there. So just that one little spot. But you know what? I think it's perfect. I mean, it's just that one spot, so it's not a big deal. I think my aunt's going to love it. So, I'm going to be shipping it out to her. So I figure this could make a cute Mother's Day / birthday gift for her. So, like I had put on the title, I wanted to talk about things that we could do for moms for Mother's Day. Mother's Day is coming on Sunday, and we have these great machines, and we can embroider and create, be so creative and do things, So to me, I looked at it as these shirts are one of them. They're a big hit for the moms. And, if you really think about it, you can make a shirt for the mom and the child too. So that would be a really cute gift, like a little set. So I mean, it's funny because these are pretty fun. I mean, the kids love them, the birthday shirts with their numbers. But you know what? I mean, what's to say you got to have a birthday shirt and the birthday shirt stop at the age of 9? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to turn 53 this year. So you know what? I'm going to make myself a 53 birthday shirt. And then my sister turns 50. So I kind of like told myself, you know what? Everybody in my family is going to get a birthday shirt so that they could rock it, rock their number, Doesn't matter if the number's a little high, it's no big deal. But I really, really love the way this came out. I think this came out really, really nice. And I really liked doing that live this week that I did. It was a really spur of the moment. It wasn't even scheduled or anything like that. But one of the things that I wanted to do was, I know a lot of people are new to embroidery, and some of you guys are even new to using Embrilliance. And, things can sometimes get, confusing, very overwhelming and everything. So I figured, oh, what the heck, if I'm designing this, let me just use StreamYard, so that way I can explain what I'm doing, and you guys can actually see how I create embroidery designs. So it is out there on the channel, so you guys can check it out. That way you guys can see exactly how I came up with this design. And as always, ask questions and stuff like that. So that way, you're not going to learn if you don't ask. So, and don't be afraid to ask questions and everything. So, Mother's Day, we're talking. Okay. So like I said, shirts. I mean, you can make the shirts. I also got something because I was like walking around the house. That's the other thing too. When you get the embroidery machine, right? It's kind of funny because it's like you want to embroider everything, right? Everything you see in the house. You see the pillows, you want to embroider that. You want to embroider the shirts. You want to embroider the towels. You want to embroider your bed sheets. You want to do the pillowcases. And those are other things too. Like, when I'm talking about these things you can do from the mom too, okay? So, kitchen towels, these are a big hit for moms. Moms love them. They love the kitchen towels. And they have so many different designs that you can go out there and get. If you go over to Etsy, and just type kitchen embroidery files, you can find a whole bunch of different selections with fruits, little kitchen stuff. And one of the things that I do like too is sometimes you could find a really, really cute design and it has like a little saying on it, but then like sometimes you don't like the saying, right? You can use in Brilliance and you can actually cut out some of the design and you can put your own fonts if you want. So you don't really have to like use the design, that file as is, okay? So it's just something for you to think about and stuff. So, the other thing, I pulled this out of my bathroom, and I was looking at my bathrobe, and I was kind of like, oh, you know what? I mean, you can take a bathrobe, and you can just embroider it. Just take the side. You can put mom on it, or your mom's initial, or something like that. And then I was just thinking, I know this is a heavy one. This is a heavy one that I have. I kind of like it because it's like super soft, but go to Walmart. I mean, Walmart has, how sometimes moms, they have the little pajamas and all that kind of stuff. Very inexpensive. You can pick up those pajamas. You can put your mom's initial on it on the side. Those are really cute. So that's another good idea. Get a tote bag. I mean, tote bags are inexpensive too. Put her initial on it and stuff. If you have a riser, which I still need to make the video on the riser. I mean, it's like I keep getting sidetracked and stuff. I think Lucy needs wants that so bad too. And Lucy, I promised I was going to do it last weekend, and I screwed up. So sorry about that. But I will make that video. Trust me. It's just that it's kind of hard, So so I'm just trying to throw ideas at you guys, because Mother's Day's coming. I think it's not this Sunday, it's next Sunday. So, you guys have these machines. So the other thing too is, remember SC 1900, it's a sewing / embroidery machine. You can make little wallets and stuff, and you can put the initial on it. This is one that I sewed when I first started. Really cute, really cute one. And if I had to do it all over again, I would put an initial or put the person's name on the back and stuff. You can just do this. I mean, really cute stuff. You can do little stuff like this. This is another small one. I use this. I sewed this on my own, and I just put like a little snap, and I use this to carry my headphones. So this is cute, and you can do this. Real small. As you get some really nice fabric, you can put like a little zipper or something like that, and then it could be change, right, for your mom and stuff. Because I don't know about your mom, but I know my mom. She's like a cash lady. I mean, she doesn't like the plastic, because it's not her. I guess it wasn't the thing back in the day, right? So for her, to use an ATM card, it's like, what? Mom got a PIN number. All right, mom. Now. But that's just how my mom is. So anyway, she's a cash lady. So you can do something like this, and you don't have to make it small. You can make it bigger for her eyeglasses. You can make an eyeglass case and put their name on the back. That's another cool thing. I also have been experimenting on trying to make little cozies. I messed this one up though. I messed up on the measurements. I did a 2" by 2" for the box of the end when it should have been 2" by 1". That way this could have been wider. So I think what I'm going to end up doing with this, and this is supposed to be called they call it a bowl cozy. So like when you have soup or something, you put the bowl in here and then you can like put it in the microwave. But I did this little too deep, so I have to redo it. Okay, but it's cool because I kind of figured it's still cute. And I think what I'll do is I will probably sew the sides down, and I can use them like a little thread catcher or something, you know. Um, but there's so many things you can do. Let me see. Let me look around. Let me think. I'm going blank right now. Let me see. I got the towels. I mentioned a robe, pajamas, do a shirt for her. I have been going crazy, and I have been sewing scrunchies like this, and I've been doing it on my serger, and that's a lot of fun to make. I'll tell you, I will never pay for another scrunchie again. It's like I have a scrunchie for every outfit now. So those, that's another thing too. I don't know if but my mom has short hair. She's not into the scrunchie thing. She has really short hair and stuff, so that wouldn't work for her. But it would work for my sister, because my sister has long hair. She has very thick curly hair, so she likes scrunchies and everything. So that would probably be a cool gift to give to her too. So let me see. You could do a tote bag. You could take little and not even a big tote bag. You could take like a little pocketbook. If you could get a crossbody bag or something like that. You can pick them up from Walmart, Target, and stuff, and just stick it in the machine, and you can embroider it and create patches and stuff. There's just so many things you can do for your mom. Bath towels. I know my mom, she loves bath towels and stuff, so she likes the sets. And and it's usually the set that when you go to the bathroom, you're supposed to look at it, you can't touch it. Those kind of bath towels. So she likes it with her name on it. My maiden's name, Mencado. So, I have to, I do the M for her, and then I put Mencado on the big towel, and then I usually give her the two towels on the side with just the letter M on it. She likes those. So those are really a big hit. And that's not just a good idea for Mother's Day. If you have a friend that just bought a home for a housewarming party, or is getting married or something like that, that's a good idea too. And that's inexpensive also. All you have to do is, like I said, Walmart. You just go Walmart, just get a nice set of towels, and you can personalize those. And especially if you have in brilliance, just remember, the thicker the material, you may want to use knockdown stitches, right? So like, for instance, if I was going to embroider my bath towels, you can see this is very, very, it's thick. It's very, very thick, right? When you have something this thick, and you're embroidering it, with this, I would use tearaway. And the rule of thumb, a lot of people ask me, how do you know what stabilizer to use when you're embroidering? And I always say, look at the fabric, okay? What's important to me is when I look at it, I feel for it. And one of the things that I do is I kind of go like this, and I go like this. And then I ask myself, how much stretch is in there, okay? If you have something that stretches a lot, right? For instance, like this shirt would stretch a lot and stuff, a baby onesie, stuff like that. Those kind of things I tend to use cutaway on. Now, when I did my aunt's shirt, I did the no-show mesh, okay, which is very similar to cutaway. And then I used cutaway. And then what I did was, when I was done, I took another no-show mesh and I put it on top. So that way, it's kind of like, instead of using Tender Touch, I used a no-show stabilizer on top of the the embroidery to cover it all up. So that way it's not like, doesn't itch on the skin and stuff like that. So the rule of thumb I always use is always check your material. And also, I use this guide, and I've mentioned this guide several times and stuff, but you know, sometimes you know, you get new people and they they didn't know, you know. There's a guide. If you Google Fabrics 101 Stabilizer and Design Guide, this is really, really, really good. This is a good starting point to finding out what is the best stabilizer and needle to use for your project, right? Because like I said, it depends on the fabric that you're using. Like if you're going to embroider on leather, you're not going to use a 7511 needle. You're most likely going to use something, I think it's a 8012, I believe. Let me double check, okay? Yes, in 8012. That is the type of needle that you would use for that. So, you know, you always, you know, I always look at the fabric. Now, also like with this, right, embroidering this, what I would do is I would add knockdown stitches. Now I'm gonna tell you why, okay? Sometimes with some fabric, it's thick, but it's not furry, right? Let's say it's furry. If it's very, very furry, and to me this is kind of furry, right? It's very, very plush. So I would add the knockdown stitches around the design, because when you use the topping, right, that water soluble topping thing, and I know I probably said it wrong, but if you guys do an embroidery, you know what I'm talking about. Um, when you're washing it, that topping goes away and it does dissolve, right? And within time, what's going to happen is, depending on the design, okay, now if you have a very thick font, chances are the thick font is not going to disappear within the furriness of the fabric, right? But let's say you have something like a thin line or something like that in the design, that can probably within time sink into the fabric, okay? Because remember, that topping, what it does is it kind of gives the stitch a lift, right? And then once that that topping is gone, that lift is gone. So what happens is within time that stitch can sink in. So the you know, the knockdown stitches, what that does is it actually creates an actual layout. You know what I'm saying? Like it just stitches white stuff, you know, or not even white. It could be any, whatever color thread you want it to be. It just kind of like it stitches a flat surface. And then what it does is, after it does the flat surface, then it borders on top of that flat surface. Okay. Now you would still use the water soluble topping, but the thing is, because you have those knockdown stitches that are already in place, and the actual embroidery design is being embroidered on top of the knockdown stitch, it's not going to go anywhere. So you can wash that thing like 100 times and your stitches will always be intact. So when you have something like this that's very thick, and then whenever I rub my hand on it and I see that there's like, it's kind of flurry, you know, it's kind of fluffy, kind of flush, I always say, okay, I'm going to use a knockdown stitch, because I feel that that will give it a more long lasting appeal to the embroidery. Okay. So it's just something, you know, for you guys to think about and stuff, because I do, you know, that's the one thing too. The longer you start to embroider, you really start to kind of understand the types of different fabrics, the different textures of fabric, you know, and also you really start understanding about stitches and how the stitches lay on top of the fabric and everything. And then as time goes on, you really start, you know, and you start embroidering, and you even start washing the items that you embroider, and then you see it come out of the dryer, you kind of take a look at it, and then you're kind of like, okay, so you kind of see what works, what doesn't work, and all that kind of stuff, you know. So I know I've been bragging on this stuff, and I probably gave you guys a lesson on you know, on how to do embroidery on this stuff, but you know, hey, let me see. Oh, I don't. Oh, I see somebody. Okay, I see Cindy said I don't have knockdown stitches on my. Okay, Okay, knockdown stitches is that capability is in the module called Enthusiast in Embrilliance. Okay, when you get when you go to the Embrilliance website, if you look over to the left hand side, you're gonna see Embrilliance is like a suite. Think of it Embrilliance as like a house, right? And Embrilliance Essentials is like just the basics of the house, right? It's just the frame of the house. And then you have different modules, okay? And the modules you would buy depending on the capability that you want. If you want to be able to have the capability to do knockdown stitches with designs, then you would buy the module called Enthusiast. Enthusiast is where you would be able to add that in there. And as a matter of fact, I think I will have to do a quick video on that to show you guys and stuff. And I wish I had just StreamYard, because if I had just StreamYard right away, I could have shared my screen with you guys and I could have showed you right off the bat what it looks like and stuff like that. But don't worry, that's an easy video for me to do. Maybe I'll just do another quick live this week, and maybe I'll embroider my own bath towel and add my initial to it, and then I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna go through the chat room and stuff to see. Oh, and I see Deborah. Do you wash your bath towels and kitchens before you embroider? No, no, Miss Wade, I do not do that, and I'm gonna tell you why. Well, first, I really don't need to. I mean, I just take the towel and I embroider it. But think of something that you should think about. If you take certain items and you wash them, especially if you're selling them, okay? If you wash it, you really can't sell it as new because it's really not a new item. So if I have heard of fabrics that are called pre-rung or something like that, like shirts that is supposed to be shirts that don't shrink in the wash, I guess. But no, but I know me personally, when I do my kitchen towels, I do not wash them. I just, I order my kitchen towels from Amazon. These have been, to me, the best quality that for embroidery. I have gotten kitchen towels from Bed Bath and Beyond and Walmart, and the quality is not there. I remember once I was in a bind for a customer because I ran out of kitchen towels and I was going everywhere looking for a very similar kitchen towel. And I really like these. I feel the quality of these towels are really, really good. Thick. I really like, it has the square texture, and they embroider very, very nicely. They really do. I have never had a problem with these towels. So they have been my go-to towels for my kitchen collections. So it's like, whenever all my towels come from this. And they have different colors too. I focus more on the white and the beige. They do have other colors like the black, brown, red. I think they have blue. I'm not sure. But these towels really have, they're very, very good quality. They really are. I mean, they have really been the best, and I hope they never stop selling them, because then I'll be in a bind. Those are the ones that I get. But I am going to scroll all the way to the top of the chat to make sure, because I just answered questions as soon as I just saw this stuff, and I don't want anyone to feel like left out or anything, because I don't like I always try to, I always want to answer everybody's questions and stuff. So I see Cheryl, Jean from DC. You're not far from me. I'm waiting to. Oh, City, no, you didn't miss the. That was just a spur of the moment live that I did. And I think what I'll do too is the next one, because I did it in the middle of the day, what I will do is I'm going to do it probably in the evening and stuff when people are home from work. And I will give you guys a heads up when I do it. So that way, when I do the live and I show you guys how I do the knockdown stitches, if you have questions, you can ask while I'm doing it and I can show you right there. But I'll try to do it in the evening and stuff, so that way you guys don't miss out. Let's see. Let's see. Um, hey Lisa, Tracy. Hey Mary King. Hey Prince. Hey Ozzy. How are you? I see Mary Beth. LaDwanda. Hey Tracy. Greetings to Southern California. Walk by Faith Maria. I see Renee. Hey Norma. Wow, 30 out orders, amazing, good for you. Hey Christian, yes, but it's this month. But and I'm gonna tell you something. When the way I see it too, with the Etsy store and stuff, it's really like a spur of the moment thing. I kind of was expecting to get a lot of orders this month because you got to remember it depends on the product that you sell. And I really do like doing the kitchen towel thing. Okay. I'm not much into the shirts and all that kind of stuff. I just really like the kitchen towels because it's quick and easy. And, for Mother's Day, I mean, it's really like a Mother's Day item. So just like I also do the dinner napkins. I like doing the dinner napkins also. That I already know when it comes to like the time between like holidays, because a lot of people do dinners, Thanksgiving dinner, they like to dress up the table, or for Christmas, they like to dress up the table for dinner. So those are usually, you kind of know your products and you kind of know what is the season for it, But I do have to expand a little bit and do more than just the dinner napkins and the kitchen towels and stuff, because you don't want to just have a shop where you're only like busy like twice a year. But it's okay. I mean, to me, I look at it as as long as I make enough money so I can keep buying more thread and stabilizer, I think I'm good. So, because I'm gonna be honest, this is not something that I'm doing because, I need to like, survive off of it. It's a fun hobby, and it's just a way for me to help finance the hobby, and stuff. So, I mean, because it's fun. I really love embroidering. I love it. I think it's a great it's just great that you can make things, and then you can make things for your friends and stuff like that. I think it's really, really cool. So I just love doing this stuff. Let's see. If you guys have questions, please put them out there. I love my grandma too, Sarah. I did not have the fortune of having grandparents because unfortunately my mom and dad lost their parents both at very young age. So I didn't have a grandparent. So it's like, it kind of sucks because, it's like, I heard they spoil you like crazy. So unfortunately I didn't get that. So I'm like, oh, well. Hi, Jeanette, Hoop Toots. How everyone doing this evening? Hey, Iris. How cute. Love the appliques. Oh, thanks, Cindy. Thanks for being as fabulous as your abuela. Yeah, that's what they call my aunt, because abuela, I guess, is their nickname for abuela. They call her abuela. So I'm like, okay. Hey, Donna. It reminds me I have to do something for my mom. She lives in PR. Don't forget about Mom, Iris, because you know how those mothers are. Because I already know this weekend I'm going to have to take time and make a package for my mom, because if she doesn't get a package by, it's like not even Mother's Day. Sunday comes, Saturday, if she hasn't gotten anything, she's already complaining because she's already telling everybody that I forgot Mother's Day. So that's just mom, that's how my mom is. So I always have to. So this weekend I have to do it, make sure I put that package in Monday so she gets it by Wednesday so I don't hear the complaints later. Because that's my mom. That's how she is. You don't forget their moms and stuff. And let's see. Can you do a tutorial on the Embroidery software for beginners? Walk by Faith. Yeah, Walk by Faith. If you look on my channel, I do have, hey Mello, I do have some videos on Embroidery, but what I'm going to do is as I am creating new designs for my embroidery shop, I think what I'm going to do, because I really liked the way that live went when I was doing the StreamYard, when I was doing this design. I kind of liked the live because it, I felt like while I was doing it and I was able to share my screen, you were able to see exactly what I clicked. And then at the same time, we were able to chat at the same time. So I think that would be a really good thing for me to do moving forward to help a lot of people, because that way, while I'm creating something, you guys could see exactly how I do it. And at the same time, you guys can ask me questions, and and I can show you how to work it in Brilliance. But, check out some of the videos that I already have. And I will go on Facebook, and I will put down whenever I'm going to go live in advance. Now I will do it in advance, that way you guys know. And and even if you miss something too, you can always do the replays are always there. So I think that will help, because in Brilliance can get a little confusing, you know what I'm saying. It just takes a matter of time of getting used to it and really learning the software. Me personally, I have been using it now for a year and a half, and I still have so much to learn. And if I remember correctly, also, I think Cindy had posted a link from Lisa Shaw. Lisa Shaw, she teaches in Brilliance, and she has had a series about having lunch with her. And what she's doing during the lunch is she's actually teaching people how to use Embrilliance also. So if you look on the Facebook group, you'll see that Cindy had put the link in there, which I thought was so, so awesome. And she's very, very good at explaining it. So, I'll try to do something similar, when I'm working on my projects and stuff. Instead of just doing it, I will let you guys know, hey, I'm going to go online tomorrow at this time. And then I will just go online and I will create my designs. And while I'm creating them, I'll talk you through what I'm doing. That way you guys can, have an idea of how I use the software and learn and stuff. But, at Walk by Faith, don't worry about it. I mean, we're going to get you going. We're gonna get you going. So, hey, Sarah, I'm embroidering everything in the house. Well, yeah. I mean, what was so funny too? When I got my Cricut machine several years ago, and I learned how to use my Cricut machine. You know how you learn how to, weed out, and you can personalize everything with the vinyl. Well, my husband was laughing because he was like, "Okay, she's gonna start labeling everything in the house now," because it was just so much fun, and stuff. So, it's yeah. So it's like with the Cricut machine, I was labeling everything, and then now with the embroidery machine, it's like every time I'm looking at all the fabric in the house, and I'm like, okay, what can I embroider today? It's the and let's see. Okay, Iris. Fortunately, my workspace in the living room is having a floor being put in. Can't wait to get back to the machine. So you get new flooring, Iris. Shoo, you go, girl. Hey, Lucky Lucy. How do you increase the width of the embroidery around the applique to make it easier to trim and not destroy the stitching and cut the garment? Gracias. Okay. In Brilliance, what you can do is you can stretch it. You can stretch the design out. Okay. The only thing though, Lucy, is you can only stretch a design so much. And because what happens is in Brilliance will add additional stitches, but it gets to a certain point. If you do too much of it, then you can kind of mess up the design. Because you can't just go from a 4x4 to a 8x13 hoop. Okay, you can, however, probably go by a 4x4 and make it a little bit bigger, maybe to fit a 5x7. I don't know if I'm making enough sense to you, but it's kind of like when you take something and you shrink it. If you look at it Brilliance, and if if I remember correctly, if you look at the bottom of the screen in Brilliance and you look on the right hand side, you will see, it will tell you you will see the number of the total stitches that are in that design. When you are shrinking or you are increasing the size of that design, you're going to notice that number is going to change, okay? And it's either going to go depending on what you're trying to do, if you're trying to make the design bigger or smaller. But when I do the live, okay, and I have in Brilliance up, Lucy, if you are on the chat, make sure to please ask the question again, because I would love to show you guys what I mean so that you guys can see. But you can, just a little word of caution is that one of the things I tell people is when you are making something bigger, okay, you have to be really careful. You can't go too big, because then what ends up happening is, in Brilliance, it'll add stitches, but it kind of like, how can I say it? You could have gaps. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like, let's say the letter, let me see. Let's say a heart. Let's say you have a picture of a heart, right? And you have so many stitches inside that heart, right? Now I'm going to make the heart bigger. So what ends up happening is, in Brilliance will add some stitches, but sometimes it's not really like full. It's not very full, or, so what happens is it'll stitch, but sometimes you'll see little spaces between the stitches. Okay, I don't know if I'm making enough sense. So what'll happen is when you make it big, you have to fill the design more. So, I mean, like I said, when I do the live, there's something that I have to show you guys to better explain it. I don't want to, because right now I'm sure, Lucy, you're probably thinking, what the hell are you saying? I have to show you. Okay, so that would actually make a better. That's gonna have to be a video for me to show you guys, and I can do it when I'm doing the knockdown stitches too, so you guys can see. So don't worry and stuff. Hey Angela. Oh, Angela, I've heard of you. I've heard of you and stuff, and I watched your channel too and stuff. I hope you got your house and stuff. Hey Chelsea. And Angela, if I'm saying something wrong, please let me know, okay? Because I know you've been embroidering for quite some time too. So, let me know if I'm saying something incorrect, because I don't know everything, okay? So, hey Carmen. Hey Marlene. Deidre. Okay. Oh, Deidre, I answered your question. No, I do not wash my kitchen towels before I embroider them. I don't do that. And stuff. Let's see. I've heard some people do that, but I don't. About the Cricut, it's kind of overwhelming. Cindy, the Cricut. Okay. Man, everybody's into the Cricut now. I've had my Cricut for years. Okay. I am going to have to do some videos on that. Man, it is hard. It's really, really hard because, Carlito quit on me. He's not doing the camera for me anymore. So I'm kind of like, what? Mello, of course, he's trained, but he's not sewing or anything. He's good at sleeping, as you can see. He's behind me sleeping right now and stuff. Ugh, that dog. Anyway, but yeah, we'll have to do, I was thinking maybe during the week or something like that, we could do a Cricut live too. We could do a Cricut live and do a little simple projects and stuff. Or we could play around with Design Space. I know I played around with Design Space a little bit. And so there's so much. There is a lady though too that I highly recommend. Her name is Jennifer Maker. And I don't know if you guys know her, seen her channel. She's so sweet. That lady, her channel is all about Cricut. All about Cricut. So if you go to her channel, if you ever want anything to do with Cricut and stuff, and any new products that come out in the Cricut, she got it. She's on it. She rolls on it. So it's like I would just, and so I would check her out because I'm gonna be honest, she taught me a lot about my Cricut. She really did. So, hey Harmony. Hey Shanae, how you doing? Let's see. A cake topper. Ah, Miss Smiles. Oh, the cake toppers. Yes, I heard those are really, really big with the Cricut now. And if you guys don't know what the cake topper is, what that is that people are taking the Cricut and they're like creating they use like cardboard. I don't know if it's cardboard or whatever, but the thing is they put the words and they stick it all together and then it's like they kind of like put like a stick on it and stuff. They put it on top of the cake. It looks really cute and they say like happy birthday mom or whatever. So it comes out really, really cute. And so apparently that's like the big thing now and stuff. Let's see. Where can you buy a pack of knockdown stitches? Okay. Hey Lisa. Okay, you don't buy knockdown stitches, okay? You make knockdown stitches. Knockdown stitches is a capability that comes with Embrilliance enthusiasts, okay? And what it is when you create a design, you want to add an extra layer of stitches behind the design so that way when you are laying it down on your fabric, it doesn't sink in. It kind of like helps. It's kind of like the topper, but the knockdown stitches gives it that extra lift. That's all it is. So it's you don't if you don't well, I don't know if your question really was. I think your question may have been where can you buy that capability? So Lisa, if that was the question, then what it is if you buy enthusiasts from Embrilliance, that's where you get the capability in order for you to be able to do the knockdown stitches and stuff. So love Cricut. Everybody loves Cricut. And you know what's funny? The other cutting machine is the Silhouette. And like I said, my cousin Tracy loves the Silhouette. And it's really funny because I think those are the competition, the Silhouette and the Cricut. And you hear so much more about the Cricut. And it's kind of funny because when you go into Michael's, you see a whole line of all Cricut. And then you see that's this little corner of Silhouette. So I kind of often wonder, within time, is Silhouette going to survive? I don't know because everybody's into the Cricut. And, Cricut is really expanding. I mean, it's not just the cutting machine. Now they do the mug press. I don't like, and they have the heat press and all that stuff. I just really like the Cricut Maker. I mean, I did get the Cricut, the press thing, but I don't like that. I just went and I just got me a heat press. I think those are much better because it gives you the pressure that you need. And, it's just, to me, it's much better. The other one, like I said, you just got to hold it and then you got to push it. And sometimes if you don't have the right pressure, then the vinyl is going to peel off and all that stuff. So it's like, I don't really like care for that too much, and stuff. So anyway, let's see, cardstock. Oh, glitter cardstock. Oh, yes, that is what they're using for that. Yep, for the cake top and stuff. Hey, Chelsea. Okay. Sold it. Now I have 4 of them. Try kick it and sold it. How much is Embrilliance? Hey, Dr. Early. Okay. Embrilliance usually runs about 100 when you're buying Embrilliance Essentials. Now remember, for each module you have to kind of purchase it, right? Usually the first module that people buy is usually Embrilliance Essentials. It's usually $139. Sometimes you could catch them on sale for like $10 less, which is like $129. I do know that you can sometimes purchase it on Amazon. I personally did not do that. I went straight to Embrilliance and I purchased it directly from them because when you buy it from them, I was able to instantly download the software. When I went to Amazon to try to buy it from there, it kind of looked kind of iffy. It didn't, you know, from when I was reading it, it didn't look like I was going to download the software. I thought maybe they were going to send me a CD. I just didn't want to chance it. So I just said, you know what? I don't want to like spend all this money and then I don't get what I'm supposed to get, or I have to wait for it and stuff. And then now, you know, computers, they don't have CD readers, okay? Or at least the ones that I have. I'm a Mac girl, okay? So everything in here is Apple. So, and we don't have any CD drives. So I was just like, So I just went straight to Embrilliance, and I just bought my software from there, and I was able to just go ahead and just download it and stuff. So let's see. Anyone Sew Up Pro? I heard Sew Up Pro is really good, Lisa. I know the Lady E from the Baby Booty, she uses that. I don't use Sew Up Pro because I am an Apple girl, and Sew Up Pro does not work with the Mac. And I'm going to be honest, that's the whole reason why I'm using Embrilliance. Embrilliance was like the only one that I found that actually works with a Mac. Everything else was all Windows based, and we're not, you know, we're not Windows people here. So, you know, Embrilliance was what I went with, and I liked it. It's pretty easy and stuff. Turn a light. What do you call it? Turn a light in front of you, sister. It's a little dark. Better see your face. Oh, okay. Let me see. Is that better? I'm sorry. I'm over here in the dark. Okay. All right. Okay. Ooh, now I'm blinded. Let me stop. Thanks, Shayna. Okay. Joanne, Knockdown Stitches for on sale designs by Juju site. Oh, I don't know about that. Okay. For Cricut, now the Joy. You know, I never got into the Joy. Hey, being together now. I never got into Joy. And I'm going to tell you why. And I could be wrong. See, I just didn't see the need for Joy, because I see the Joy as the Joy is a little cutter, right? It's just a little cutter. So to me, it's like, I guess if you travel a lot, maybe you could take it with you and stuff. But I just look at it as, if I just need to cut something little, I could still use my maker. You know, works the same way. So I just didn't really see the need to purchase a Joy. I don't know and stuff. So they sent me a CD. Oh, Carmen, so I guess you did get a CD from Amazon. See, and then I would have been pissed if I had did that from Amazon, because then I would have been like, great, now I got a CD and I don't have a CD driver. So that means now I have to go out and buy a CD driver. And I don't even know. I'm sure Apple probably sells them. I don't know. But I never looked or whatever. But yeah, that would have been like, you know. Okay, I still use Embrilliance with my Melco. It's pretty universal. Yeah, and you know, Harry, I think the Melco has its own software. You were telling me too, and stuff. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about upgrading my machine and stuff. I don't think I need to. I keep going back and forward with it. It's like I have the 6-needle machine. I seem to be pretty happy with it. But I will tell you this: when I was sewing all my kitchen towels and I had to do the color changes after the 6, so I get a little tired, you know. So I was just like, I should have went with the 10, you know. But you know, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't know what I'm going to do and stuff. The Joy is good for the crafter that goes to crops and want to craft while they're away. That's what I figured. Me Creative by King. That's what I figured. I thought maybe the Joy was more for somebody that travels and stuff like that, because it's easier to carry and everything. Now, I will say I did get, and I don't know why I bought this, okay? I went and, and you know, Cricut, they sold, you know, they got the luggage to carry the Cricut maker and the press and all that stuff. Well, I don't know why. I went and I bought them. I thought they were cute. So I got them. And I don't know why, because I don't go nowhere. I mean, my Cricut maker's right here. I mean, I did take it to my mom's once because she lives in Florida. But now I know my sister got one. I'm not gonna take mine over there because I'll just use hers. So I don't know. I don't know why I bought that. I should just sell it or something. Um, let's see. Oh, Christian says she uses it when she's working and she does therapy sessions and teaches them skills. Oh, that's cool. That is pretty cool. That is cool. And so I think I got everybody's questions and stuff. Yeah, what time is it? Woo! Oh, it's almost 9 o'clock. Okay. Well, I hope I gave you guys some good ideas for Mother's Day, because you know Mother's Day's right around the corner and stuff. And I know probably what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow is I'm gonna be heading Walmart and I am going to be getting a towel set from my mom. And because she likes those, and I'll probably embroider a towel set for her, and I'll probably maybe pick up a pajama for her, and maybe I'll do like her initial on the side and stuff. I'm not gonna give her any more towels, because the kitchen towels, I mean, every time I give her one, she puts it on the stove, so it's like she's got like the whole handle of the oven covered with all the kitchen towels. It's like she doesn't know how to use like one. So it's like, you know, if I give her another one, I don't know where she's gonna put it. But you know, that's mom, you know. It's like you give her something and she's gotta like put it, and it's like, and then it's kind of funny because when my dad opens the oven, she's like, no toques. So, you know, say don't touch the oven. But it's like, how the hell you gonna open it? But anyway, that's, you know, my mom. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate all the support. I think this is so awesome. I'm having a lot of fun with the channel and, you know, making things and learning more about, you know, the embroidery and the sewing and all that kind of stuff. And I really appreciate all the support. I think this is like so awesome. And I am going to do the live, and while I do more of my designs and stuff like that, so that you guys can see how I do it, and hopefully you guys can learn on, you know, how I put my designs together and how I use Embrilliance. Don't be intimidated by the software. I mean, you know, it's pretty cool, you know. I mean, once you get the hang of it, believe me, it's fun. And there's so much support out there. Lisa Shaw is really, really good at how she explains stuff. And Cindy, thank you so much for posting that on our Facebook group. That was like so awesome, you know, because I did get to watch her a little bit, and then I had to stop. But you know, I looked at her channel, and she has all these like lunch series that she's been doing in Brilliance, and I think that is like so cool. So, you know, awesome. So anyway, guys, I'm going to call it the night because I got so many. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Hey, Barb, how you doing? Let me see. I want to make sure that I got everybody's questions. Lucy's post here. Getting credit for Lucy's post? Huh? What? Was it Lucy that posted it? Oh, I don't know. You guys are funny. All right, guys. Let me see. Just went to your channel. I didn't see it. I'm going to try my courage to do one. You guys are funny. All right, guys. Well, I am going to call it the night. I got more kitchen towels out to make. I got to tell you more. I mean, I'm kind of glad in a way that it's seasoning, because I am really getting tired of making these. But they're pretty cool. I mean, they're really nice. And they're unique, you know, so I kind of understand why people like them a lot. So anyway, so you guys have a good night and stuff. Be safe out there, and happy sewing and embroidery, everybody. Bye.